Well, hi everybody. It's time for another plan with me. I am planning the week of June 26th through July 2nd in my Makselife Vertical Planner 2023. This is the last week of June, and we are getting ready to head into like the super busiest part of our summer. My planner's a little crinkly because it got wet this week. You can see here like some of the. It's just like it was one of those where I had my cup on my desk rather than on a coaster. And the water the condensation got my planner, but it's okay. No big deal. I used to feel like that was the end of the world, but apparently I have grown as a person. Anyway, so let's get this week set up. I have these leftover stickers from a Fern Creek Designs, so Fern Creek stickers set. And then I also brought some Chrissy-Ann Designs stuff over this way. I haven't decided, do I want to do date covers? I think I want to do date covers. I was just going to like live the non-date cover lifestyle, but then I was like, you know what? I'm trying to use not use all my stickers, but get through a lot of my stickers. And so that is something to work on. And I'm sure I've got something in here that'll match. I kind of want to go with purple if I can find like a mauve-y purple. Maybe. Although this dark teal also really matches, but there's not as much of it. I'm just trying to give you kind of an idea of my thought process here. Like that teal would look really pretty with this, but there's not as much of that as there is the purple, and I don't want it to look out of place. I want it to have kind of like a, do I have a good purple in here? Where are all my purples besides this one? I feel like I have a purple that would work better than that. I think I'm going to use this pink right here. So I'll just start doing that now. It's time for the most satisfying moment ever. Should I do this over by the microphone? So satisfying. And it makes lifting the stickers easier. Now if I can figure out where there they are. So it's been a quiet week here. Like we've had a lot going on, like stuff, but Sunny has been out of town. They come back this week, this coming up week, which we're excited to see them, but I'm so glad that they had a good trip. And then once they get back, we're going to work on getting them registered for community college here. They're going to be taking it very easy. For those of you who don't know, my oldest does have a host of both physical and mental health struggles. And so it's this last year after high school was over has been kind of like a gap year, but not some gap kids take like rich kids. I say rich kids, but yeah, some kids take like fancy ass fucking gap years. Sunny's gap year was to help them recover. They were not doing great their senior year in high school. It was like the culmination of COVID. They didn't have COVID, but like their mental health was already suffering. By the way, they have given me permission to talk about these things because they figure if us talking about them on my channel can help someone else or another parent with their kid or another person feel that they're not alone, then that is important. But the idea for Sunny was to give them a year off to really recover. Maybe not recover is not the right word. A lot of these things are never going to go away, but to get, this fucker is not going on straight, to get more confident and comfortable with their limitations so that they feel better about doing things where they're not going to overdo it. Anyway, oh my God, why am I so bright? Holy shit. There we go. Thank you, camera. Do I think this is going to be a good... I'm already regretting this color. I'm putting this back. I'm going to go with the purple. Shit. But that's why reusable stickers are the bomb. Okay. But wait, that means we get to peel another one of these off. Here, we'll do some more ASMR. All right. Not exactly the same purple, but it's close enough. Just the pink was too far off. Most of the pinks in this are more peachy. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so getting Sunny signed up for community college in the fall is on our list. The other big thing that's going to be going on this next week is I really want to get I'm still in the middle. It's Friday when I'm filming this, so I still have the weekend, but I still have gallery wall to work on. I have made progress. I just have not finished. I'm close to one of them, to the dining room one being done, but I am not finished. And so this next week I want to continue to work on the gallery wall, because aside from the fact that I think it'll make our house look gorgeous, aside from that, all those boxes are in our guest room. And what is going to happen in the next few weeks is that the kids are going to go visit my sister in Oregon for a week. Jess and I are going to go on our anniversary getaway. And then when the kids get back from Oregon, we're going to start to head into House Guest Central. So originally it was going to be my mother-in-law, and then my sister and brother-in-law, and then my father-in-law and his partner. But we also now have added one of Jesse's coworkers who's coming to town for some work stuff and is going to stay with us for at least one night, if not a couple of nights. And I would like to have the guest room deboxed, if you will. There are so many boxes. Like, we have unpacked the whole house. Like, we've been in this house for almost 2 years now. It has now been 2 years since we closed, but we moved in mid-July, and everything's been unpacked except for the gallery wall. And the boxes that are in the guest room are both the boxes of gallery wall stuff from our previous house in Napa, but then also 2 boxes of frames to add more family pictures and to add more fuckery flowers, which are my art prints, which the new series is almost done. I have 2 left. That's this week. 2 left to finish. And then the new series will be ready to start getting prepared to launch. So look for that in the fall. I'll have a link. There's a link for my email list down below if you want to get caught up on news with that. But the point being is that the gallery wall is... Okay, so let me just explain. Back in our old house in Napa, we had a gallery wall in our entry. It sounds so grand. It really wasn't grand. It was a tiny house, and it was just like but because of the way the house was laid out, there was like this hallway that either took you to the kitchen or to the back of the house where the living room was. And in that hallway, we had a gallery wall with white frames and black and white pictures of our current, family stuff, so mostly updated pictures, because a lot of the pictures we had already framed and throughout the house were of Jesse's and my childhoods and the kids when they were babies. So we finally put together a gallery wall of up-to-date pictures. We just did them all black and white, so they're pictures of Loki and Lou, and we have all those pictures still framed in one of those boxes. Then in the kitchen, dining room area, I had another gallery wall in white frames of all of my fuckery flowers. At that time, it's just the first series. So those were up. So what I want to do, we have this big hallway, not hallway, we have this big staircase that goes up to our second floor that we have a big, it's a 70s house, but in it, it looks out on the kitchen and the living room. And the wall is this dark, teal color that the previous owners painted that we kept because I love it. Beautiful dark blue wall going up. And I thought to pop off of that, those white frames with the color fuckery flowers and the black and white family pictures would be just fucking beautiful. But what I needed to make sure of was that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this washi here to block off this section with my top item of the day, because I want the purple one on the bottom so that the slight difference in the purples is not quite as obvious by having this purple so close to this purple. Smoke and mirrors, my friends. Anyway, so I thought off of this blue wall, it could look really fucking gorgeous to have the black and white family pictures in white frames and then the color fuckery flowers in white frames all interspersed, popping off of this wall. But I want to add more pictures because it was a much smaller wall. Both walls in the house in Napa were much smaller than this, and so I wanted to add both the second series of fuckery flowers, which is the one that I launched a couple years ago, and I still haven't framed those, plus more updated pictures. For example, like I said, we had pictures of Loki and Lou. Loki was our orange boy who passed away maybe 3 months after we moved to Denver, and Lulu is our other kitty who is still around. But since then, we have also added Layla, our dog, and Odin, our new orange man. He is he is just as orange as Loki, but not like he's got all this orange spiciness, but none of the super sweetie bearness. Like Odin is a sweetheart, but he basically is at the age, he's a year old, so he's at the age where he chooses violence in everything he does. So Loki, when we got him, he was 6, so he was a lot more mellow. And then this will be dinners down here. And then the other gallery wall I'm working on is in my dining room, and that's the one that's almost done. I just need to finish framing, and then we can put everything up. Like, I've got all the frames, I've got all the things picked. It's a bunch of frames I got from, like, wood frames I got from thrift stores. And then I put in all this, like, ephemera and stuff my cousin sent me. My grandmother, when she passed away, she had a whole bunch of stuff, and my cousin Morgan sent me a pile of her things that she had. I'm going to use these stickers from Chrissy Ann Designs. Cover this. It's not the exact purple, but it's close enough. Anyway, the point being is that I have all these like things like, you know, my grandpa's passport and these old like sepia toned photos of like my grandparents as children. And I thought that would be really fun to do like a little gallery wall in my dining room to have some of this family shit up on the walls. And then I thought I would also do that in our guest room once I get everything else out of there. And Jesse's also got family stuff that he wants to put up there. So I think it's going to be really fun, but we got to get it done first. All right, I'm going to write my habits in. I'll also let you know I'm using this week. I'm going to use this Wisteria dot pen. And the pen I'm using this week is a Pilot fine liner. All right, and I'm going to take this mild liner. It's a, what is it? Lilac, I think. And I'm going to just highlight right across the top here. And that's where I'm going to write in my steps for each day. Although today is going to be a problem because I have not been wearing my watch. So, although we're going to the Cake concert tonight when I'm filming this, if I wear my watch, then I'll probably get my steps. Now that that's in, let me go through and do some dotting in for my top item of the week. Been having some fucking intense weather here in Colorado, like a lot more. We've gotten like way more rain than ever before, and like baseball sized hail. We haven't gotten the baseball sized hail, but there was baseball. Like I saw pictures of it. Oh my God. So thankfully we just had pouring rain and a little bit of hail yesterday. We were worried because there was a tornado that was sighted. There was hail, and we got a lot of rain, a lot of wind, but nothing too intense. And currently the forecast does not have any more rain for the day. Allegedly. It keeps saying that there's supposed to be, but then there's none on the actual forecast. Like, you know, when it says it right here, but then when you go into this part, it doesn't have it. So I don't know. But last week, Joyce and I went to the Garbage concert and got poured on. And so we have ponchos for this time, but there was a concert at Red Rocks yesterday, 2 days ago, when there was a heinous amount of hail and people got injured. Like people had to go to the hospital. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen to us tonight. Also, for those of you who have been keeping track, we did indeed get tickets for RJ. They went, my threshold was $70 or it was $80. They went to $70. So I bought them. For those of you who have not been keeping track, what happened was that Jess and I saw that there were tickets to, like, I got the tickets when the pre-sale went live for the Cake concert. Cake is one of my favorite bands. I didn't get tickets for the kids because I assumed that they would be at their dad's house this summer. Well, I told them to figure out with their dad when they were going, and they kept procrastinating, and then found out they would not be going to their dad's because their dad had a bunch of things going on this summer for like family obligations, and it just made it really difficult for him to have the kids come out. So, God, my lightning looks so janky. You'd think I'd be good at it by now, considering how much of it I've had to draw in the last couple weeks. Anyway, but Sunny is actually out of town for this concert, and they wouldn't have really wanted to go there. They would have wanted to go purely to go with us, but like RJ actually really loves Cake. So also, I got rid of a sticker sheet here. So with this washies. Woohoo! Anyway, do I want to put these in? I have a lot happening this week. Do I really want to block it in with these things? I do, though. I really do. I'm going to leave myself a few lines down here for any other to-dos for the day. That's what we're going to do. That is crooked, and I do care, but I'm going to just say I don't care. Anyway, so we, RJ was like, I want to go see Cake with you guys. And I'm like, well, fuck, dude. Like, now the only tickets that are left are resale tickets. And if you've been trying to go to any sort of concert lately, then you know that resale tickets are fucking just out. The whole concert going like here's the thing. Like, I get it. I get that going to concerts is a privilege. But as a family that really loves live music, it's exceedingly frustrating that resale bots will go in and scoop up the tickets at the $50 price that they were when we bought them and resell them for $200, which is what was going on. There was no fucking way I was going to spend that. I told RJ. We were even at the point where Jesse was almost willing to give his ticket up for RJ because RJ, he's seen Cake with me before and RJ loves the band more than he does. But I was like, I don't want to do that. We bought these because I wanted to go with you. So I want to go with RJ too, but I want to make sure that so I figured I'd wait till the last week. And sure enough, they went down. So I'm going to put this one up here just to add a little pizzazz, especially since I don't usually fill up this whole sidebar. I can almost get rid of this sheet too once I finish here. The point being is that I did get RJ tickets. They did go down, but it did take some time. So what I'm going to do with these 4 is I am going to utilize them for dialysis. And then the last day, Sunday, because that's usually the day I have to do other things like my effluent line, I'll use a box. And yes, I am kind of making my stickers fit my situation rather than making my situation fit my stickers rather than making my stickers fit my situation. But like I said, I'm trying to use this shit up. Another sheet down. And then on this one, I'm just going to put dialysis effluent. Because I know I'm going to have to do that on Sunday. I have a couple of skinny washi tapes that are also like kind of coordinated with this color. And I've got this purple one and I've got a pink one. And so I'm going to use the pink one to go across here, 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 here. So Sunny is back on Tuesday. For the Fern Creek stickers, using my Pilot pen will work just fine with writing on them. For the Chrissy Ann Design stickers, I'm using the Uni Pen oil-based pen. And then the other 2 washies I'm going to throw in are for Tuesday and Wednesday. So, Jesse and Layla will be at the office, and I'm going to use the purple one for that, I think. And I guess we'll grab another couple little stickers for those as well. Where's that book? Here we go. I don't always mix stickers. Like if I'm doing the Fern Creek, I won't use Kristen stickers purely because the paper is different. And sometimes that like really makes me uncomfortable. It sounds silly, but it's just one of those little things. But you know what? I want this to work the way I want this to work. So I'm going to just get over myself. We'll see if the world ends. And if it doesn't, then maybe I am a sticker mixer. It's like not mixing metals. You know, I don't want to mix silver and gold. Anyway, okay, got that all in. The whole like kind of week is set up. So let's add in events. And Monday, I don't have any. Except I do need to remind Sunny to check in for their flight. So originally they were flying back on Monday, but then this party that they're invited to is late Sunday night. And their flight was going to be early on Monday. And they were like, can we please move it? And I'm like, that's fine. So that's it for Monday. I'm going to leave it alone. Tuesday, Sunny flies back. And that is currently the only event I have on here. I think I'll use this little one here and I'll put in the time later so I don't dox Sunny, but that's to pick Sunny up. And if you're a patron, you'll be like, but Cindy, aren't we doing a lot? No, you'll look at the schedule tomorrow. I'm going to move my patron live to Wednesday because of conflicting with Sunny's flight. So we're just going to do it that way, which is what takes us to Wednesday. Also, really quick, I know this is so scatterbrained. I am very scatterbrained. I do want to put in plants and going outside on all of these days. And if I need, I will still have 2 lines available to add any to-do list items if need be. My hand is totally dragging across this and smearing it. Going to Wednesday, I actually have a bunch going on. So I already know on Tuesday I need to get cash and check for the cleaners, which is always a big Tuesday item for me if I have cleaners coming on Wednesday morning, because it's nice to be ready for them and I have their tip and everything ready for them. So I've got this tidy up sticker on there for the cleaners. And then under that, I'm going to put my nail appointment. Where is the sheet with the boxes? Oh, right next to me. Cindy, you're a derp. And then that afternoon, I'm going to do my Patreon Live that I moved from Tuesday because of the flight. I'm going to use this little heart from here just to add a little embellishment to it because I really love my Patreon Lives. It might be me working on one of my last fuckery flowers for this series. Who knows? Okay, Patreon Live. Thursday has nothing on it currently for my events, but it is trash day, which means on Wednesday I need to clean out my fridge. Trash day. And I'm going to stick it in a box because why not? These little like scripts from Ferncrete stickers, I don't like them on their own that much because they're so small compared to the rest of the planner. I like to have them either paired with an icon or paired with a box to kind of just make it look better. Friday. Currently, I've got nothing on there except for meal planning, which is what I do on Fridays, generally speaking. So I'm going to use this little, which one? We'll use this guy right here to do meal planning, maybe even while I'm on dialysis. That's one thing I haven't really been able to do very well on dialysis is meal plan. You'd think I'd be able to because I do it mostly like digitally. I use Pinterest and shit, but I can't look and see what I've got. If I had an inventory of everything, I could, but I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. All right. And then Saturday, besides laundry and like washing our sheets, and there's a laundry sticker in one of this area, laundry time. So we'll use this little blue guy across the top here for laundry time. That'll include my sheets because that's what I do on Saturdays. So my favorite date nights is Saturday night to get in my fresh, clean sheets. And then I'm also going to grocery shop. So I'm going to do this. And I will make my list of stores that I'm going to when I get closer. I mean, I could probably make it now. Usually the big change is, am I going to go to Target to pick up household things or am I going to go to Costco? I usually only go to one or the other besides Trader Joe's and King Soopers because it's just exhausting. But I think it's going to be a Costco week. I'm pretty sure we need to get some bully sticks for Layla and they are the best price. And the ones that don't upset her very sensitive tummy from Costco. So it's likely, maybe I'll just write that in. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Actually, no, because I might be going to Costco tomorrow. So we'll just put TJ's, soups, and leave room for whatever else underneath it. Okay, then the other thing that has to happen, and it's actually going to happen probably after grocery shopping, so I probably should move this down. It's not like this is an hourly, but I like to kind of keep, as best as I can, I like to keep things in like order of when they're going to happen. Does that make sense? But then, of course, when I have to fill in and add new stuff, sometimes that doesn't happen, and that's fine too. I'm getting my hair done. It's just a haircut. I don't do like color or anything like that. It's not really something that I'm like into. I'm trying to most desperately be a gray-haired old hippie lady, but was really curious to see how my grays come in. Anyway, so I've got a hair appointment sticker here, which is amazing. I'm just going to put 10 a.m. So start my sheets, head to my hair, go grocery shopping. Basically all of my Saturday has been taken care of there. Like I could almost live with crooked if it wasn't up against something that wasn't crooked because then I can see the difference. Do you know what I mean? I hate that. We'll use this like phone with the little heart on it because yes, we will. And that is all of my events. So now what I want to do is go to my actions for the week and get those all planned out. So we've got AM routine, PM routine plans, and Makselife daily on there. So the weekly, HB90, monthly, weekly, and quarterly are all on here as well. So I want to get these all on here. Maybe what I'll do on Friday, I'm going to use this to-do sticker on top of it just to really emphasize it. And that is monthly reviews. Almost lost lettering chicken. So that'll be HB90 and Makselife on the 30th. And then on Sunday, on my top to-do list will be weekly plus quarterly. Now, I'll have already done my quarterly stuff for Makselife earlier in the week because I'll be filming that video, but it'll be my weekly Makselife, my weekly HB90, and my quarterly HB90. Probably put that here too. The reviews are the things I've been struggling the most with both of my systems, not because they're not helpful. They absolutely are. It's just reminding myself to do them. Okay, 2 days off. One of those things I don't actually put on my planner. Got those all in. Call my sisters. There's not a lot on here because I'm rounding the end of the month and I've gotten a lot of it done. Thursday will likely be the best day to call my sisters. Got the walks on there. Go outside's on there. Step spots on there. Meal plans on there. Taking the kayak out. So that's been something we haven't been able to do this month because on most of the days we might have been able to, the weather has been all sorts of wacky. So I don't think I'm going to put that on here because so far the weather looks thundery all week. If we don't do that this month, that's okay. We are definitely doing it when family's in town. So I'm not going to put that on here. I have it on there because it's one thing I haven't gotten done yet, but the weather has just not, like you don't want to take out your kayak on the reservoir when it's lightning outside or hailing for that matter. All right, meditating gratitude. I still haven't fucking done that. Let me see if I can get them done this month. No buys on there, and then finish the YNAB budget. I think actually the best day for me to work on that will probably be on Friday because Thursday I'll be editing on dialysis. And then finally finish the gallery wall. It's something I'd like to work on all week, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. So definitely Sunday is going to be a day I put time into that. It'll be the end. It won't technically be in July or in June, but that's when I'm going to have time this week. And maybe Monday as well. Use this one on Monday because it'll be the day before Sunny gets home. So it'll be probably the least potentially intense. And then I'll just put it again on Sunday with this smaller sticker. Note I didn't put anything about community college in here because I got to talk to Sunny about it before I figure out where we're at. Like, have they made their decision? If not, then we need to put some conversation on here. I asked them to try and have made their decision by the time they get back, but you never know. All right, and so I'm going to take a quick second and just throw these all on here. And I'm going to put this day off sticker here because Saturday is always my day off. But as for a different day, do I have another day off sticker? I do, so I can throw that on the day I didn't work. So I have a reminder of that. Check in. I'm just throwing some of these on there because, payday as well. We'll put payday on Saturday. Sunday, I'll pay us on Sunday because it's... Look at that. Oh, there's a paint nails sticker. I thought I had used up the nail sticker from this kit. That's what happens when you start moving the stickers over. You're like, I can use that one, and I can use that one, and I can use that one, and I can use that one. It makes it look a little chaotic, but whatever. But by doing this, I have taken this down from 4 sheets left to 1 sheet left. And I'll hang on to this and we'll see what all I can also use up this week. 3 sheets used up. 1 sheet left. And here's where we're at. So, yeah. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have anything coming up in July that you're excited about? Are you doing anything fun for the summer if you are in the Northern Hemisphere? And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, are you doing anything fun in your weather? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, my friends, peace.